Welcome back to Teachable Moments with April. So this particular episode is another episode in which I have you guys listen to some auditions that are more recent through an email they sent me through Voice123. These particular auditions and scripts, more so the scripts that go along with the auditions that you download, are more. I noticed they're more detailed. They started out with like one-liners, two-liners, maybe three, very short and sweet. These are at maximum 2 pages. They have a different feel for them. One is even AARP. Another one is for more, the majority of them are for remote working. Passwords, more of an office type setting. These are dramatically different auditions than the other ones in the past that they've sent me. In today's economy, if you aren't a digital business, you won't be in business for long. We used to talk about digital as an add-on, but the balance between physical and digital transactions has flipped. Digital is now in the lead. In fact, the IDC predicts 65% of the world's GDP will be digitized by 2022. And by 2027, 75% of S&P companies will have disappeared. How can businesses stay out of that statistic? And how are businesses, even in traditional industries like farming, using digital to thrive? Digitizing processes is a big step, but it's only the first one. And it starts with customer data. You need a platform that can bring together all your customer data, use artificial intelligence to provide customer insights, and deliver a creative experience for individual people so that you can build meaningful and lasting relationships with customers, even when you have millions. That's the power of this digital-first world. It's given rise to an economy that's more in tune with our needs, interests, and expectations than ever before. That's what digital is all about, relationships, and helping people do what they need to do, only easier. But if you're starting to build a digital platform from scratch now, well, it may be too late. To deliver personalized experiences at every step of the journey, you'll need to get on board with a partner who already has the platform in place. It's a world we used to think was only science fiction, and here we are, already living it in big and small ways. Put your business at the heart of it. Get the most from your data and build a full customer experience on an integrated platform, so you're ready for everything that comes your way, because the digital-first economy shows no signs of slowing down. AARP gives me countless benefits and a way to share them with someone I love. Adding a second member is easy. Just sign into AARP or create a membership account in a few clicks. Now my loved ones get access to all the same great benefits and their own card too. That's why membership is for me and you. Hi there, we're so excited to have you part of the Outlook. In the next 3 minutes, we'll share everything you need to get the most out of the big week. We'll cover what to expect from and how to navigate the event. So let's dive right in. The Outlook is a 2-day virtual event. Come to learn, connect, and get inspired. At the Outlook, we'll tackle both the big questions and the day-to-day realities of the future of work. Listen to exclusive keynotes and find solutions to big problems with insights from top leaders. Plus, peek at product updates made for remote work, distributed teams, and flexible schedules. Playlists are like TV channels, completely tailored to the work you do. Filter by your interests to see what's available. At the Outlook, all you have to do is press play to kick off 2 days of learning. Meet your peers through meaningful conversations. Hop into the attendee workspace to join or start a discussion and have some honest online fun. To get started, explore keynotes and guest speakers as well as our session playlist on the sessions page to favorite sessions of interest, and even add them directly to your calendar. To meet, network, and connect with new people, head over to the home page. From there, you can launch the Outlook Attendee Workspace. Do you have a story to tell? Do you want to connect with others? Or maybe you want to build your brand and raise your brand awareness. Words are powerful. Your voice is important. Your voice needs to be heard. Let your voice be heard. Anchor FM is the answer. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. If you are interested in a model of leadership that is better able to navigate the complexity and disruptive forces of the 21st century, this book is for you. This approach to leadership is less stressful and overwhelming and will help you leverage the intelligence and creativity of it all. We call it System-Inspired Leadership, SIL, an innovative approach to leadership that creates from the wisdom of the system without telling people what to do. It builds shared leadership at all levels of the organization. SIL is part of a growing trend towards more collaborative and collective leadership models. The 20th century paradigm of heroic and individualistic, the leader knows all, leadership has become obsolete in a world that is increasingly complex and fastly changing. Still, many leaders and organizations work from this mindset, resulting in unhealthy pressure, anxiety, stress, and isolation. Systems-inspired leadership provides a powerful alternative. We have seen leaders become so much more impactful and fulfilled once they adopted a systems-inspired approach and trusted what was trying to happen in a system. Systems-inspired leadership promotes a co-creative way of working that calls for a higher dialogue quality than what normally occurs in organizations. It requires the ability to create psychological safety and ask challenging, disruptive, and catalytic questions. What's more, SIL encourages a willingness to listen, shared hard truths, and allow the greater wisdom of the whole to come through in the process. One of the unique qualities of SIL is the recognition that within any organization there is an integrated system, and it too has intelligence and a voice. Assessing that voice and wisdom will greatly help to navigate change, enhance agility, and propel innovation, and it will contribute to a higher and deeper sense of meaning and belonging for the people involved. Systems-inspired leadership holds that leadership is a role of the system rather than of individual leaders, and invites all employees and team members to step into their leadership. This requires leaders to perform their roles differently. In a way, they do less and become more curious and collaborative while focusing on what is trying to happen and tapping into the collective wisdom. This makes the role of a leader not only more effective, but also lighter and less stressful as they realize that not everything rests on their shoulders. If you are drawn to the above, this is the book for you. Our primary focus will be on the doing side of systems-inspired leadership. We will reveal the 5 key competencies for systems-inspired leadership and give you practical tools and tips on how to develop and deploy them. And we consider personal or vertical development of systems-inspired leaders and teams a given. Without conscious awareness of what is required in their own personal evolution from the leaders and teams who say yes to this model, success might not be easy to attain. Given that, we also have dedicated attention to that in the latter part of the book. Ultimately, the book is about growing your relationship systems intelligence, RSI, with a focus on its 5 principles. At the end of the book, you will find recommendations for implementing this approach within your team or organization. And throughout, you will find stories and quotes from interviews we conducted among practitioners to illustrate key points and help you fully understand and implement the key concepts of systems-inspired leadership. This person cares very deeply about her company, which is why she uses Dashlane to manage her passwords. Most of our coworkers do not manage their passwords, let alone use Dashlane. And this makes this person not happy. She does her best to make her case. Luckily, there's Dashlane, a smart and simple way to manage your company's passwords. Dashlane makes it easy. They'll set up their own unique master password, and that main password will give them access to all their accounts and logins for everything, automatically separated into business and personal spaces. And that's the point. All you need to do and remember is your master password. Dashlane takes care of the rest, auto-filling all your passwords and information whenever you need them, synced across all your devices so you have access to your passwords everywhere. And it works with simple single sign-on and 2-factor authentication too. You can track security issues, manage permissions, see which employees need to update their accounts, and watch as your password health scores go up and up. Plus, Dashlane has you covered if someone forgets their master password. No more sharing company passwords over email and Slack. It is Dashlane. Password management that's good for your business, good for your team. Go to dashlane.com to take control of your data